I've been planning on doing some YouTube videos for quite a while, so I don't really know where to start, so I figured I'd start with what I'm working on currently. It's 1951 Fargo, and I bought it off a friend of mine who towed it home, and I put it on a 93 Dodge Dakota chassis. The Dakota had a 318 in it, so it was used the whole drivetrain out of the truck. It was a pretty easy swap. I worked on it for about 3 years. The rear end is an 8 1/4. It's got a set of 355s in it with a Sure Grip that I found out of a V6 Dakota in the junkyard. Had to raise the bed, the floor of the bed, to fit the kick up. And I had to fabricate a whole new floor. Pretty messy, lots of parts around here. I modified the dash, got rid of the original gauges, smoothed that all out. Speedometers out of a Jeep CJ. I made the column, got a low curve shifter. The seat is out of a Dodge van, I believe. It doesn't fold, but the whole thing tilts. Custom door panels there. We're currently fixing the engine up a little bit. Last year I was driving it. I had quite a few miles on it, but we had a little engine fire. So currently that's kind of the task at hand. I gotta replace the wiring harness and the distributor, that unit, and crank positioning sensor, throttle body, fuel rail, injectors. I got some new headers coming. They were just used ones anyway, and they had a leak in them, so a leak that was fixed, but I'm sure it won't last long. Yeah, the harness I got, I didn't notice that it had a section of it cut off, so I got to splice the plugs back onto that and finish cleaning up the motor. Just gonna spray some engine paint on the intake, clean it up a little. I think I'm gonna order some new valve covers, some aluminum ones. We got a Champion aluminum radiator. The radiator came out of I ordered it for a 52 Chev, and cut the brackets off it and welded these on to make it fit, but the radiator itself fit right in place of the original rad support without modification, and the hood still fits and clears, although the rad cap is a little tough to get at, but it's possible. So yeah, we got a Fulton sun visor on it. I made my brother go get that in Winnipeg. I made him go haul that off a car in the junkyard for me. I got a set of air horns off Winnebago, and they're just run off an air pig right now. I don't have an onboard compressor, but yeah. The air pig lasts quite a while. I'll give you a little look underneath here too. Rear mounted gas tank out of a mid-80s Jeep Comanche pickup. You can see my air horns up there. I think that's everybody's favorite. They just run off an air pig that I got in the junkyard. You can barely see it up there past the cross member. Yeah, nice and clean underneath. We got exhaust. I have shorty headers. Damn light. The exhaust, we have shorty headers on 2.5-inch exhaust to Cherry Bomb Vortex knockoffs. The mufflers themselves are only about $40 each, very cheap, and 2.5-inch pipes leading out the side. So it sounds good, a little crackly, but sounds good, really good. Parts to fix it and back. I took them off the other engine the other day. New fuel rail, new to me fuel rail. We get the fuel lines. I believe this one might have been the culprit, but I don't understand how that could have disconnected after it being connected for weeks and weeks and weeks. But I feel like it's more likely that one of the O-rings went bad, but I can't see that because everything is so badly melted. But anyway, we got a new throttle body, new distributor. There are the harnesses. Another thing we're going to be working on this winter is installing windows. I never had any side windows in it last year, so the truck came with vent windows, but I just found them made the window too small, so I was hunting for a set of full glass, and I found them. So I bought all new window rubbers and wiper and bumpers. So we're gonna install that and get them working hopefully. And yeah, a few other odds and ends. It also doesn't have cab heat yet, so I think I'm gonna order a heater eventually so we can get some defrost on the window, because on the cool nights it kind of frosts up a little bit. So yeah, it's a really fun truck. Gets lots of looks. Everybody always asks, how did I get the body to look like it does? And they always think it's some kind of paint process or something, but it's literally just rust. That's the way it is when I bought it. So, and I don't intend to paint it either. People always ask when I'm gonna paint it, and I'll just show them that sticker. A buddy of mine gave me that. Pretty dirty and dusty. It's been neglected all winter. I had it stored away in the corner of the garage, so it's time to get cracking and fix it and make it run again. Looking forward to driving it this year, put more miles on it.